Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new video. So today I bring you my 15 minutes makeup routine. I have seen some people ask for a quick 15-minute makeup routine that's realistic, and I think this is gonna be it. Other products that I use today are like personal favorites or products that are more affordable, and it's so easy. Like, you guys are gonna be shocked at how easy this is. This is something that you can master and definitely get it done within 10 to 15 minutes. So I hope you guys enjoy today's video. You already know, grab your cafecito and let's jump right into today's 15-minute makeup routine. Brows, always. There is one thing that I will never skip on a 15, 10, 5-minute routine, and that is my brows, especially because my brows are very sparse, very thin. They're not it, you know? They are not a girl's girl. So I definitely need to work with my brows, and yeah, that is always the first step, because if I don't have time for anything else but my brows are slayed, then I am okay. This is my all-time favorite product at this moment, the brow glue from Ardell. Literally feels like glue, and it probably is glue for the brows. It just really holds them down, especially because I have more like thicker, coarse hair brows, and it does what it needs to do. All right, that's all you need to know. So I'm gonna brush through them. This is the brush that comes with the Ardell brow gel glue, and this is what I use to just kind of like lay them down, and then you just want to shape them. This does dry down pretty quickly, so it's a product that you want to like work very fast with. I feel like my right brow is like my good child. This is my baby. She behaves, she listens, she stays down. And then this one is a wild child, the black sheep of the family. She does whatever she wants. I'm gonna let that kind of like set into the skin. Meanwhile, I am going to prep the skin. So for my skin, my products do change. One second. Like I said, my products do change, but right now that it is approaching summer, I definitely want to use more oily skin friendly products. So I'm first going to start with my One Size Secure the Glow gripping primer. This is a tacky hydrating primer. So I definitely want still a little bit of glow on the outer perimeters of the face. My skin has been prepped with my moisturizers, etc. So I just apply this to the outer part, and then I'm gonna go in with my One Size Secure the Blur. This is the product that you need. Oh my gosh, it just oozes out so much, which is the only thing I don't like. That is way too much. I'm going to take some to the back of my hand, but this works great if you have super oily skin like me and you need something to help control it. So I'm just going to take this pretty much all over the nose, and a little goes a long way. I'm sad that this is all going to go to waste, because the packaging honestly is not the best. Like, I'm not a fan of the packaging. I hope they change it, because it just, you waste so much product because everything just like comes to the surface. And then I usually get super oily on my forehead, so just the T-zone. While I wait for those products to dry, I am just going to clean up around the brows, and I'm going to go in with my all-time favorite product, which is the NYX brow pen. This is my absolute go-to. Like, I cannot live without this product. This is in the shade black, and when I'm doing just like my quick makeup, I'm not going to go into like too much. I usually don't go into too much detail as to how carefully I draw my brows. Honestly, I kind of do them a little messy, and I feel like that's when they look their best. So drawing in some hairs here because my brows are divorced apparently, and then just following the shape of my brow, going down. This one, as you can see, it's missing way more hair, so I just start right here where my nose is. This is how you can measure where your hairs are supposed to start. So boom, right there, that's where I know I need to start and stop. I hope you guys can't hear all the cars passing by. It is raining today, and I love the rain. There's something so peaceful and so calming and just so relaxing about the rain that I have my window open, and it is just the sound. Am I the only one that anytime it starts pouring, immediately I play Twilight? Like, I will watch the entire series in a day if it's a rainy day. Like, cozy blanket, a warm drink, maybe some good yummy food, and Twilight on. And wham bam, just like that, the brows are done. I'm not gonna clean them up just yet. We're just gonna move on to the rest of the face. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys could hear that. That was the loudest thunder. Oh, my heart is happy. For complexion, again, I'm gonna keep it super simple. Nothing too full coverage, nothing heavy. Something light that'll make my skin look beautiful, but will offer some coverage. Literally, this is all used for my entire face, which is so little compared to how much I usually use. The Maybelline Super Stay 24 Hour Skin Tint is that girl. And I'm just going to use my Mario brush. I do take this all over my lids because I'm not going to do, I'm not going to do eyeshadow or anything. Okay, I lied. Maybe I need a little bit more. But immediately, yes. And if you are oily, you will definitely need to use a mattifying primer because this is a skin tint, and skin tints tend to have a lot of like really nice ingredients in them to nourish the skin, which means that they will probably make you very, very oily. At least in my case, I always get super oily with any skin tint, and just to avoid the craziness, all the oily skin mess that happens, I just prep my skin. Take just a few extra seconds to prep them. Now for my concealer, I always do lean towards full coverage because I do have a darkness. If you don't have darkness, just go for something like the Maybelline, what is it? It's one that came out with like this around the same time. I will try to put a picture here. That one is super light, but I'm just going to use my Natasha Denona concealer, and I'm not going to go too heavy-handed with it. Just applying it here because that's where I genuinely need it. I don't need it on my forehead, on my nose, on my chin. Those are just extra areas. And if you also want to save time, make sure you use a brush that works for everything. So the Makeup by Mario, this one is a brush that you can use it for complexion or for foundation. You can use it for bronzer. You can use it for blush. You can use it to contour. You can use it for everything. For my blush, I'm just going to use something like this because it looks very natural, and this will last forever because it is a skin tint. So it will literally tint your skin. And I'm going to place this right here. This is my favorite color. It is called Chill. It is called Call Chilled. So I'm just going to place this right here. And I will always go in with a cream bronzer. That way when I set my skin with a powder, I don't have to worry about going in with a powder bronzer. Like, this is all I will use, okay? Like, no need to go in with a powder bronzer on top unless you really want to. But this is just the perfect amount. And then I'll just take a tiny bit around here. And then maybe like around here. But even then, you don't really need that. So that is that for bronzer. This is the Chanel Le Beige bronzer. It's so bomb. Honestly, I'm always afraid of using it because it's like so expensive. She is expensive. Again, being an oily skin girly, I absolutely need to set my skin. Otherwise, whoo, girl, like it will be a mess. Just like the one I made now. My favorite setting powder is the One Size in Translucent. It is the best powder. Just trust me on this, okay? And as we're setting the skin, we're also going to almost like tone down the blush, the bronzer, anything. And again, you don't need to go over it with any product unless you have the extra time. But I usually just don't do it, which is why I tend to go a little heavier hand with my blush because the powder will cover up some of it, and I still want it to peek through, if you will. And then I will grab some on the back of my hand, and the forehead is looking a little shiny. So I've got to set that here, and then whatever's left, I just go around the forehead here. Literally setting the entire skin with very, very little powder. So the skin is definitely going to be matte, but we're going to bring it back to life, okay? Now is the time for me to go and clean up the brows. This just makes a big difference for me. A little bit goes a long way, okay? Trust me. And as we all know, I like to melt all the powders using my Morphe spray. And this literally brings everything just back to life. So let's give it a few seconds to just dry down. Adding some highlights. You can also skip this step, but I feel like this product really brings the whole skin together. If you want to look the best, the most natural, this is it. The Essence Pure Nude Powder. I've talked about this hundreds of times at this point on my channel. I just like how soft it is on the skin. It looks very natural, if you will. And I like to bring this as a C, so like a C shape, just right here. If you're a little like darker complexion, I can also use this one. This is in the shade Be My Sunlight, and this is Be My Highlight. You can mix them both and just get your like perfect shade. And then I will always bring it up top of my brow. It just creates that like lifted brow look. Then we're going to curl the lashes. Now, whether you apply lashes or not is definitely like a personal preference. If you have like a office job or something, I think lashes, like dainty dainty lashes are definitely appropriate. So I'm going to show you my favorite like super natural lashes. These are the Lash Couture Naked Drama Ruffle lashes. As you can see, they're pretty natural, they're pretty, they're dainty, and they do what they gotta do. Then to finish off the lips, I am just going to take the same Milk Makeup Jelly lip tint and cheek tint, and literally just taking it to my lips. And again, because it is a lip tint, this is gonna last you all day. And this is such a pretty color, which is why I like it. It's just so natural, and it takes that like pale look away from the lips. And then I always finish it off with either a lip gloss or a lip oil. Lip oils are going to be more hydrating to the lips. So this is the Juvia's Place Watermelon Lip Oil. And it smells so good. And I personally always finish it off with a little bit of a setting spray. This one has been my new go-to, the Juvia's Ready Set Sealed setting spray, because it has a natural matte finish. And for me, it's a must because, again, I'm oily. Fix my hair for you guys so I can look all cute, and that completes today's video, you guys. This is my go-to 15 minutes makeup when I want to look fresh, I want to look put together, I want to feel pretty, I want to feel good, but I don't want to take too much time. Like the products, I feel like are very minimal and very easy to achieve, and it's just like once you get this process down, I promise you, you guys are going to love it. Like I love how glossy the skin is looking. So that is it for me, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share with a friend if they're looking for a 15-minute routine. So thank you so much for being here again. I love you. Stay safe. And until next time, I will see you all in my next video.